Eisenhower Locomotive will be on display at the National Railroad Museum in just a few short weeks.
Pauleen Lee is checking out the work that needs to be done before the public can see it. Hi, Pauleen.
Hey, good morning, guys. If you remember, the Eisenhower Locomotive came home to Green Bay at the beginning of June, and all we saw was this red tarp. Not all that exciting, but this morning we get a little bit of an exclusive at one part that's been untarped. We are joined with the operations manager, Daniel. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is looking pretty spiffy. It's looking pretty nice. Tell us, which part of the train is this?
Sure, this is the tender section of the locomotive, and this would have had the coal and the water, so basically your fuel supply.
Okay. And so the restoration work on this part was already done over in England?
Yes,
right?
yep.
Okay.
So the locomotive and tender, when that went over, it had a full cosmetic restoration. So that was getting the correct color paint scheme, this kind of copper green coloring,
Yeah.
all of the pinstriping. You see the logo for the British Railways.
Yeah.
And they had, it was months and months of a process to fill in any of the holes, to repaint, and then they basically had a nice clear coating over it, so you get this nice shiny look too.
Yeah, you can really tell the difference between this part, the shiny part, and then over there on the cars. That's the original paint over there?
For the green for the cars, that was what they used during the war years. They wanted a nice darker color so it would blend in a little more. When the Germans were coming over and bombing, they basically darkened all the colors for their locomotives and their cars. So they couldn't be picked out as well on the landscape.
Let's talk about the travel all the way from England to here. Did it survive any bumps and bruises that you need to repair still?
Everything came off very well. It was basically what happens is the cars were loaded onto flat cars. Well, and before that, even in England, it was put on a truck, taken to the coast, put on a ship, and then it was put onto flat cars and traveled through Canada to get here. And then it was unloaded off of the flat cars and brought into the site here. So it's went through boat, truck, and train to get here.
So you still have a little bit of buffering to do. It took a little bit of, wear and tear on its way here.
Yeah, a little bit, just your basic travel wear. As the tarp was on, they were strapped down, obviously, so nothing was going to come off. So you can see a few marks where the tarp was a little tighter against the tender, but nothing major, just a good wipe down and a little buffing, and it'll be back
it's looking
to
just
back
a little
to shape.
dusty here.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little dusty. Just a little dusty. So I have to ask, since I'm a reporter and we're here, any way we can, sneak a peek in the tarped part?
You sure can on August 2nd.
It was so
That close, I know. August 2nd, we're having our great unveiling for the locomotive and the whole exhibit. Everything we're doing with the restoration of our cars and the whole exhibit behind on the walkway here as well.
Okay, all right. Well, I tried, guys. I tried. But one part Daniel's going to let us go into is the cars over there. And there's still more restoration work to be done in the next few weeks, and I get to help. So we're going to take you inside coming up next.
Very good.
Excellent.
Thanks, Pauleen.